And thanks for joining us at 11, everybody. I'm Yolanda Harris.
And I'm Andrew Kinsey. This all happened around 8:15 this morning near State Route 310. In the past few hours, we've learned a lot of new information about exactly what happened. First, the State Highway Patrol saying that 3 teenagers and 3 adults died. The youngest, 15, the oldest, 56. The Highway Patrol says it was a chain reaction that caused all 5 vehicles to crash. The students who died were on the bus, and the 3 adults were in a vehicle traveling behind the bus. The NTSB also gave an update a short time ago. Here's how they described what happened.
They had approached a traffic queue that resulted from an earlier crash on I-70, and a tractor trailer approached behind the SUV. We have heard conflicting information about the sequence of events. So that's something we'll have to determine tomorrow.
The NTSB plans to go to the scene tomorrow morning to begin its investigation and plans to provide another update tomorrow afternoon. Those students were from the Tuscarawas Valley School District, and tonight several hundred students and community members showed up for a vigil.
Now, they were there to show support for those who lost someone in this tragedy. 10 TV's Richard Solomon is live at the high school's football field tonight with the reaction from school leaders and students. Richard?
Well, Yolanda, Andrew, tonight was not about healing. It was about grieving. It was about feeling the emotions that so many people are feeling in this community right now. And even in their darkest moment, this community showed me just how strong they really are.
Give us peace to walk through this valley.
Normally, you hear cheers fill this stadium.
In one of the darkest days in our district's history and the worst day in my life. Struggling.
But not on this night. Not tomorrow. Probably not for a long time.
We as a Tusky Valley community had the wind knocked out of us today.
Every single person you see in the stands, they're hurting. And for many,
I'm just in complete shock. I mean, being in class with some of these kids, it's crazy what they went through, especially for the ones that passed. I mean, I feel sorry for their families.
Their friends and teachers that they'll never see again.
There's multiple stages of grief, so I think I'm just in disbelief right now.
3 students, 2 parent chaperones, and a teacher died Tuesday morning. The charter bus full of band students and an SUV carrying the adults were rear-ended by a semi-truck on I-70 in Licking County. They were all headed to Columbus for a conference. And even in their darkest moment, they showed support the only way they know how.
We're a family. We support each other going through hard times.
Because this family,
Everyone's gonna really see the community.
will never let their lights dwindle.
And the superintendent says there will be school tomorrow, but this won't be a normal day of school. He says there will be school resource officers there and different counseling services for anyone who walks through the doors. He says he understands if students just are not ready to come back to school yet. But for now, reporting live in Mineral City, I'm 10 TV's Richard Solomon. Back to you.
All right, thank you, Richard. Now, today we talked with one student who was on that bus. Tori Wilson is in the school band and never imagined a trip to the Columbus Convention Center would end in tragedy. We spoke to her in an exclusive interview about her experience, and we want to warn you, some of what you're about to hear may be disturbing.
I'm very thankful to be alive.
High school sophomore Tori Wilson was on the bus, sitting in the second to last row, headed to perform at the Columbus Convention Center. She was getting ready to take a nap when suddenly she felt something.
Next thing I knew, it was like just this random impact and then I was like crushed underneath some seats and stuck from like my waist down.
Her bus crashed on I-70, causing chaos inside.
I was at first like trying to figure out like what is going on, like, is this real, like right now, like what is happening? And then someone said, something about a fire and, this is an emergency, like we got to get out of here.
Wilson says she tried to break herself free while noticing kids all around her injured, but one she noticed looked like he was dead.
For a second, kind of just like looked at him. And I'm like, this might be the last time I ever get to see you.
Wilson says she was able to get off the bus safely, and her brother did too.
It was all I could do to get out of there. Like, I was really struggling.
But she says the real hero today was her junior high band director, who helped pull a lot of kids to safety.
He kept getting on and off and just dragging kids off the bus. He saved a lot of kids today. He did.
Well, Wilson says she was taken to a hospital to be checked out, but is going to be okay.
Today, we also spoke to a truck driver who was stopped on the side of I-70 just waiting to leave. We were on the overpass above the highway and had him call us so we could talk to him about what he saw. Here's what he shared.
We heard something coming over the CB saying, "Oh, there's a wreck up ahead." So we started to slow down, and as we were getting closer, I saw smoke.
Christopher McNeil drives his truck all over the Midwest, but Tuesday morning he pulled up to the scene of this crash on I-70. The damage he saw was hard to believe.
It's catastrophic. The one tractor trailer is completely burned through. There's a car that's completely destroyed and burned through. The rear end of the bus is completely destroyed and partially burned, and then there's another tractor trailer ahead of that with its trailer completely smashed on the rear end.
McNeil says when he pulled up, he saw the start of the rescue effort.
I had a ladder up in one window because there's a couple people exiting from the front of the bus, and it looks like they were near the rear of the bus trying to pull a couple people off.
As a truck driver, he says he's seen a lot, but it's hard to compare anything to what he saw Tuesday.
So I've seen overturned tankers, I've seen cars on fire, trucks on fire, but I've never seen this many this bad.
McNeil told us the holdup with his truck was the wait and trying to figure out if he could cross the median safely to leave. Here's another live look at our ODOT cameras tonight, where we have just learned that I-70 westbound just reopened within the past few minutes there. You see those westbound lanes to the bottom left of your screen there, reopened for the first time in more than 10 hours now. ODOT telling us the pavement repairs are going to be needed in that area. We'll keep you posted on when that begins.
Now, as we mentioned, the bus was headed to the Columbus Convention Center for the Ohio School Board Association's annual conference. That conference was canceled, and the OSBA sent a statement saying, quote, "Words cannot express the profound sorrow and grief we feel at the tragic loss of your students in the recent school bus accident. They were tragically taken far too soon. Our hearts ache for the unimaginable pain you must be enduring right now. We share in your grief and offer our deepest condolences during this incredibly difficult time."
You can count on us to continue to follow this story and any new developments here on air on our website, 10tv.com, and inside our 10TV News app.